talking to you here, but we're trying to.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. You all can hear me okay?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, be patient with me. I'm actually in the car going from one place to another, and I have my driver.
Oh, wait a minute, you're cutting out on us.
So, just be patient. I'm hoping that the internet connection stays. Oh boy. Can you hear me? Oh, that's not good. I can't hear you all either.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes. Everybody else has muted, and you're kind of cutting in and out. John, can you help me here? Is there anything we can do?
No, that's on her end. If she's a mobile, she's probably between towers from an area with poor reception.
Okay.
She needs to probably get on Wi-Fi somewhere or find a spot that's got good signal and hold still there.
Trying to get to a more stable place right now. If you all can't hear me completely, if you all want to talk, as soon as I get to a place, I can dial back in if you want me to.
Well, actually, we can hear you fine right now, so stop.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll start going then, and then if maybe give me the hands up if you can't hear me.
Okay.
How's that? Wonderful. Well, I'm the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau, like Laura said. And I tell you, we hear a lot about scams every single day. I get emails every day. We get a lot of phone calls every day. We also have something called Scam Tracker, where people go to our website and actually share scams with us. So we get, oh gosh, probably 5 or 10 of those a day. Online. You can actually go there yourself and see. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Okay. We're trying. We're trying to get there. Okay. So what we do here, we send out hot topics every month to the media, and we put them on our social media as well. Do a lot of interviews on these, but the hot topics is something that it's all the different scams that are happening in really in our area. We bring it all from the Scam Tracker reports and from phone calls that we get to the BBB. So I put my email address over in the corner here in the chat. If anyone wants to sign up for those hot topics, those press releases and emails, feel free to email me and I'll add you to the list. Good? You all hear all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. So for this hot topics for March, one of the hot topics on here was March Madness, like Laura said. And basically what's happening is there's emails and texts going out with links to join bracket pools from various scam artists. So what they're doing is they're asking people to join these brackets, and all they're doing is getting you to go to fake websites and put in your personal information and financial information, and they're stealing it from you. So that's the March Madness scam that we're hearing about right now. If you've been on with us before, you may have heard the online shopping is a huge thing right now. Online shopping scams are way up. That's part of that Scam Tracker report that I sent out yesterday. It was one of the biggest scams of 2020. But a lot of online shopping scams, and some of those things can be products like Air Jordans, but they're not really Air Jordans, they're fake. Other things can be puppy scams, which are online. A lot of people are trying to, they're home alone, they're feeling lonely, they need a companion, so they go online to find that companion, that puppy. They go to a great website, looks legitimate, and unfortunately, it ends up being a scam. They pay in advance for the puppy thousands of dollars and end up losing their money. So we're seeing, I'm going to tell you, out of 20, maybe 20 scams reported to us, Lately, that's been about 5 to 10 of them these days. The puppy scams, and then the fake online shopping scams. Everyone still hear me? All is good? Excellent. Any questions so far? Everyone's very quiet. Okay, okay. Another thing that we always tell people is never ever pay people with gift cards. I know it sounds like something you might not ever do, but unfortunately people do it. We've even seen business owners fall for this type of scam.
Say that one more time, Rihanna, about the gift cards.
Sometimes they'll pretend to be Amazon or the IRS. Gift cards, yeah, gift cards. They'll basically, a lot of people will or a lot of scammers will ask you to pay like an upfront fee or something for gift cards, or with gift cards. So what happens is, yeah, well, and I'll give you an instance that it actually occurred. A business owner, we got a call from LG&E. And it wasn't the business owner, it was an employee. They got a call from LG&E, said the electric was going to get turned off. And the person on the other line said, I need you to go to Walgreens and get these gift cards and pay us right now, or the electric's going to be turned off. So unfortunately, the employee actually took cash out of the register, went to Walgreens, purchased the gift cards, and then called the scam artist back and gave all the numbers off the back of the gift cards to them. So obviously they're out the $500 cash. The gift cards are no good because the numbers in the scam artist's hands, and things like that happen all the time. So in this case, it was a business downtown. Other cases, sometimes it's, consumers, they're afraid their electric or maybe their water is going to be shut off. We've seen a lot of that lately. So beware, don't ever pay with gift cards to someone you don't know. A lot of the the debit type cards too that they're looking for. So never pay like that, especially someone that's contacting you asking for the money up front. Hang up the phone and call like LG&E, call the Louisville Water Company directly to make sure that this is not a scam. Let's see. Online purchases. I'm looking at all these.
You were going to talk about the visas and the car wrapping.
Yes, the visa. Yeah, this is interesting. They're changing visa rules, and sometimes there's confusion about that. Whenever there's confusion, like the stimulus packages and all that, whenever there's confusion, scam artists just come out of the woodwork. But with this particular one, they're trying to basically.
Rihanna?
These are people excited,
yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you were cutting in and out of there for a minute.
I'm almost in the spot now where I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Anyway, that basically what's happening is they're imposters. They're scam artists pretending to be government officials, saying you're qualified for a visa. People are excited. They really need that visa. They're asked to share their personal information, unfortunately, like their birth date, their address, their marital status, and of course it ends up leading to identity theft. So the only way to apply for a visa is through the official U.S. Department of State website. That's the only way to do it, period. Okay, and I think is it good now?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. All right, there we go. Let's see. Okay. So that's the visa. And, I do want to mention something else too. As far as identity theft, if you think your identity might have been stolen, or just to check your credit report, check annualcreditreport.com. That is the only place to go to check your credit report. Annualcreditreport.com. The website is very, very, very useful. It's very handy. You can go up there up to 3 times per year. You can get your credit report once each time from each credit reporting agency, so up to 3 times per year. And what'll happen is when you go there, it will ask for your a little bit of personal information, your name, the last 4 digits of your social security number, and it'll ask questions like, you know, what's the closest payment that you paid to Toyota Financial last month? Or, you know, of all of these companies, which one did you pay for your mortgage last month? So it'll ask those types of personal questions, and then and you'll get in and you'll actually be able to see a very nice credit report of everything you've ever opened up in your name. And let's see, everything opened up in your name. Sorry, guys. Thank you. It'll show any like alias name that you've ever had. It will show any late payments you've ever had, outstanding payments, but it'll also show anything that someone might have opened up in your name. So if you see something that doesn't look quite right, that's something you'll want to look into, and you'll want to dispute with the credit reporting agencies. So very, very, very handy site to go to. Let's see. Which other ones did you want to discuss, Laura?
The car wrapping.
Oh, yes. Yeah. These, you know, a lot of people have been looking for jobs, lots of unemployment right now. But they're looking for jobs, and this sounds like just a fantastic job to get involved in, getting your car wrapped, right? Um, all you have to do is get your car wrapped. You can drive your car around. You're advertising for someone. Unfortunately, it's a scam on this one. They're led to believe that they're going to be driving around with their car wrapped with this major brand, making hundreds of dollars a week. And what happens is it's kind of a fake check scam too. What they'll do is they'll send you a check. It's fake, looks very real, but send it to you, and it's for thousands of dollars. But it's a little too much money. You deposit it into your bank account. You're supposed to wire funds to these car wrapping people, and you end up out the money. The problem is when you take these fake checks to the bank, a lot of banks catch them. A lot of banks start asking questions, which is a great thing. We've heard a lot about that. They'll ask questions and really save people some money. But in the end, if you take this check to the bank and it's a bad check, and you spend the money or you wire the money, you're responsible for it because you signed the back of that check. So we're seeing a lot of people lose money that way, and fall victim that way, and then owe their bank a lot of money. But these car wrapping schemes, they're all over. You can go on Indeed or other job postings online and find these type of job opportunities. Sometimes it's not that, it's a work from home type of scam or a secret shopper scam. A lot of people are asking you to go out and secret shop wire services, which is another one of those. Go there and let's test this wire service and see how it works. And of course they wire the money again, and they're out the money. So it's a sad situation when they're taking advantage of these people that are unemployed already, and then taking more money too. I think one other thing, have any of you seen or know anyone that are getting those letters, the unemployment letters? No, really. I've gotten several calls actually from some business owners that are accredited businesses with us, basically saying, hey, 3 or 4 of my employees have gotten one of these letters. In fact, one of them was someone whose brother had died. They received a letter saying that he filed for unemployment and he's no longer with us. So a lot of people are getting these unemployment letters, people who are actually working. So the state's put out a lot of information on it, but basically they're getting these letters saying they filed for unemployment and they didn't. Basically what's going on here is it's identity theft. Someone somewhere got your information and they used your social security number and your name and everything to file for that unemployment. So that's an instance where I would contact, contact the credit reporting agencies, let them know that your identity's been stolen. You've also got to contact police and file a report because your identity's been stolen as well. And of course, the unemployment office, to let them know it's not you filing for unemployment. It's a long list of things to do. But I've got press releases that we just sent out, I think around a week ago on that as well. So if anyone needs that information or would like to see it and share it, again, email me. The email is on that check there. Email me and I'll be happy to send you that information because it's a long process to take care of.
Okay.
Good.
What about something, and I've actually have received the fraudulent text and emails claiming to be, from Amazon.
Yes, they're everywhere these days. A couple of things, Amazon, they're pretending to be, so many people shop on Amazon these days, but they're pretending that you've won an Apple computer or, an iPad, things like that. And of course, just click on this link and, you'll get your free computer. Thanks for shopping with us. So it's that curiosity killed the cat type of thing. In some ways, when you click on that link. One good example is I shopped at Best Buy, and 1 week later, I bought a computer there, and 1 week later I got a text message saying, thanks for shopping at Best Buy. You've won a $500 gift card. I got very excited. I'm the president of the BBB here. I didn't think that was a scam, but I stopped. I put my brakes on because I thought, what, that's too good to be true. That, I don't win anything. So I started looking everything up, and sure enough, it was a scam. Thank goodness I didn't click on any links, share any information, but it would be so easy to fall for scams like this. Especially with that time, it was just the perfect timing. And yeah, how did they get the information? Was it just a luck of a draw that I just shopped at Best Buy? How did they know I just shopped there? So that's the kind of questions, honestly, I can't answer. Really, I don't know how they got my information at that point.
Yeah. What about the one thing that I seem to be receiving multiple times during the week right now is text messages about homeowner's warranty, car warranty have expired, yada, yada, yada. And I know that they're scams, but especially when it's coming through a text message, is there anything you can look at or see, especially since it's on your phone, that would alert you to the fact that it could be a scam if you're not real diligent about not answering those things, just deleting them? I like to block them, but is there anything else that can be done?
I wish there was, because I'd stop it all. It's unfortunate. And most of the time when they're contacting like you, it's either a little bit of a shady business or it's a scam. I wouldn't deal with it. And it's hard to stop it because they change phone numbers constantly.
Right.
I can't tell you how many messages I have, voicemails I have on my phone from the auto warranty people, that my auto warranty is going to expire. I've been hearing about the home warranty stuff too lately, which is a little different, a little twist. And they use local numbers. So, it looks like they're calling from Shepherdsville, typically, is what I've seen. Same with the Social Security Administration. That's another one that's been calling me lately. And it's another one of those, it's a pain. It's annoying. I would never answer the phone if you don't know it. Don G and I talk a lot on Wave 3 Live. And she's always like, yeah, but I'm just so curious and I just want to answer the phone. I want to know who it is. And I'm like, well, if you're answering it, then they know it's a working number. They know that there's a real person at the other end. So I always suggest, just don't answer the phone, don't answer the text, delete it. And if you want to block it, but they're just again, they call from another number.
Right. I just did, it just seems like they're becoming so more and more and more. And I know that a lot of the, like iPhone and Galaxies and all that have options to block things on your phone or to silence
Yes.
callers that I guess are not in your contact list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that has helped a little bit.
It's
But
helped a
then
little
I've missed a couple of people that I really did need to talk to, and of course
Yeah.
the phone didn't ring. So
Mm.
what?
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, I will say that my Apple phone has done a better job at seeing things and saying potential spam on it too, and
Mhm.
that's just more recent with that. So it's nice to see that at least, but it's just such a frustrating thing, really. It's
Mhm.
just a frustrating and annoying thing um, when that occurs. So I wish I could figure out a way to stop it. In fact, I mean, someone emailed me, and you talked about the home warranty. Someone emailed me this morning with something. One of it was Medicare, and it was an insurance company that sent them a letter saying it's urgent that you call us right away. You know, you need to call us now. You could get more benefits on Medicare, and just went on and on and on. And in the very fine print at the bottom, it said that they're an insurance company and soliciting sales, basically. So, they're allowed to do it, but it's tricky advertising. It's that sense of urgency that they put on you, thinking that, oh no, I better call right now because there might be an issue. So a lot of people, a lot of kind of shady businesses use that kind of tactic too.
Is there now with emails? Isn't there normally like a little padlock at the top um, to show
Oh,
that that's a more secure business?
yes, yes.
But
So
even
like,
now, some of the scam artists are getting that stuff.
yeah, it used to be our go-to when we told people, only shop on secure sites.
Mhm.
It with the HTTPS, with the S on it and the lock. Yeah. And that used to be our thing. When you go to a website, make sure it's secure. It will encrypt all the information, but there are ways around it. Scam artists can find ways around it, unfortunately. And so I hesitate to say only shop on those sites. Um, chances are you are more secure and it's a more secure site. But there can be, times where a scam artist can hack in.
Mhm.
Um, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah. It's just very confusing these days, I think.
It's
It really,
overwhelming. It's
It is
overwhelming.
overwhelming, isn't it?
and
Yeah.
yeah,
I thought I was thinking that the younger generation would be a little more savvy, but I have a 20-year-old and a 16-year-old. And my 20-year-old, because they're used, what made me think of this is you said shopping at uh reputable sites, and I think their generation is much more accustomed to this, Facebook Marketplace, and I don't even know where else they can buy merchandise from other people. And it's been a couple times where he's purchased things through Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, dude, you're never gonna see that stuff. And it has come to pass that he's gotten scammed a couple times, and it surprises me that they don't have sort of they, instead of having a more robust sort of distrust of that, they actually seem to be fairly susceptible um, to trying that avenue, and hopefully they'll learn their lesson.
well, and that's a good point because our scam tracker report. So, like I mentioned earlier in the meeting, our scam tracker, it takes scams all across the country and here locally, right? And so we actually gather all the information from the year and evaluate it to see what the biggest things were, the age groups, and so on. And it was adults ages 18 to 24 reported the highest median loss is $150, and the highest likelihood of loss 56.6% to
That's a
scam
lot.
tracker. Yeah, I was I mean, I don't want to say I was surprised because I know that it has increased, but I didn't think that it would be 56%. And my thing is quite frankly, we've looked at BBB sometimes, and we've been around a long time. We've been around for more than 100 years, and a lot of people think that it's only older generations that use us. We're not as flashy as some of the customer review sites and everything. But my thing is 56% of these people reporting scams to us are 18 to 24, so they are using BBB. They are reporting to BBB. So that's exciting for me, because I'm glad the younger generations know that we're a place to go to share that information. So that's good news for us, bad news for them. I'm sorry they're falling for these scams, but it looks like, let's see, I'm trying to read some of it here to share information with you, because it's actually highly interesting. This year, the financial loss reported by those 18 to 24 was equal to that of adults 65 and over. And yeah. Most of the scams were perpetrated online. So that's the biggest way that they lost money. Others were through social media apps. So that was another risky way. And of course, I think that's the 18 to 24-year-olds. They used a lot of those apps too. Let's see. I think that one place is, just social media in general. There are so many ads on social media now, and it looks so interesting. It's a special gadget, or that great little outfit, or those pair of shoes that look just fantastic. But so often it's just very cheap junk, or so very poorly made, or sometimes it's something that you'll never receive. You pay for it, but you never receive it. So obviously, we always tell people, use your credit card. Don't use your debit card when you're purchasing things online, so that way you have a little bit more of a way out. You can dispute it with your credit card company. Let's see. 1 out of every 2 reports noted a financial loss. So these people are losing their money. So they're not just running across a scam and reporting it. 1 out of 2 are actually losing money in these scams. So it's really, really interesting. The other scams besides the online purchases, like of products, were pet, like I said, the puppy scams, and PPE related scams. So like all of the medical type stuff that was around, like the masks. A lot of people were purchasing those masks when COVID started, and they weren't getting them. They were getting, junk in the mail, or very cheap masks. Something that they never even ordered would come instead of the mask. So we saw a lot of that in 2020. Also said that another way scammers take advantage of the young adults, fake check scams. I talked about that earlier with the car wrap. The fake check scams were the second most risky scam for adults ages 18 to 24. So that was interesting as well. For the fake check scams yielded one of the highest median dollar losses per encounter at $1,600. $1,600 per encounter. So it's interesting stuff, and we actually have a whole report on all the stuff that was gathered on our website. So if anyone wants information on that, just to kind of dig in deeper, I'm happy to share that too. Just email me and tell me what you want.
And I will say that Rihanna is very responsive to getting out any information that you might want for yourself personally, or even for your business, because you've got to protect that too. So
yeah, we do have good information on small business scams. I've got a nice flyer on it. I'd be happy to send that your way. Always happy to share information. We also have, of course, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter accounts, LinkedIn as well. Look us up on social media. And if you want me to send the links, I'll send those. And if you're an accredited business with us, we have an area on Facebook that's actually a group area. So it's for BBB accredited businesses and charities. And it shares more information on, free webinars you can get involved in, business tips, business industry tips. And then we started the group really because of COVID, and trying to get some connections from business to business to help each other out. and help work through all the changes that COVID was putting upon us. But I'd like to change that kind of a little bit more, continue with the webinars and everything, but do a little bit more of B2B too, with, sharing information on your businesses, offering, any kind of coupons or discounts for other accredited businesses and stuff too. So I'd like to start switching that over at some point when things get more normal.
And who knows when that's going to be.
Exactly.
So does anybody have any questions for Rihanna, or comments or statements? Or I do know I've seen a couple of people post about those puppy scams, and gave them like $600 and never got their puppy.
Yeah, they do that, and then they'll, after they get the money for the puppy, then they'll say that there's a issue with the shipping, and they need more money for the shipping because of COVID, because the shipping is more difficult. So it's a hot mess out there. It's a hot mess. I can't see it the other way.
Those hackers are making a lot of money off us, aren't they?
And they're smart. I wish I was that smart.
I finally got my staff. They know that I'm never going to send them an email asking them to send me gift cards, or run to Walmart and purchase gift cards.
Yes,
I'm
that's
never going to do that.
What we've actually do with several of our clients is, if they're in certain mail servers do this, we have a set. So if a name like Carrie's Yard comes from outside the company, it'll put a little flag up that says like, this is an outside user, don't trust it. It's pretty common now.
Good.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, just very quickly, I thought it would be nice if, since we've got a couple extra minutes, again, I do apologize that I scheduled this on a important tournament ball game day, but my mind wasn't there a month ago. So, but I thought we'd just let everybody quickly introduce themselves, because I've got a couple folks that we haven't seen for a little while. And if you have any questions for the person, or want to network and connect, we can do that too. So if you all want to unmute, and I will let you just say who you are, what you do, and how much you love the Chamber of Commerce. Skipper, you want to go first?
Who?
Skipper.
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. My name's Skipper Martin. I'm with the firm of McCarthy Strategic Solutions, which is the biggest and the best lobbying firm in Frankfurt and maybe planet Earth. So I'm a lover of Jeffersontown and what has been accomplished there. Though I don't live there, I live in Douglas Hills. And Bonnie lets me know I'm not supposed to say this, but I'm a big part of Jeffersontown and its history. We're lucky to have a neat place like that. And Tom's been a part of that too. And so I'm an old guy. That's about all I know. Been married for 55 years to the same woman. So that may show I'm a wimp.
We love having you on the call, Skipper. We hope to see you more.
Where's your office?
We're on the second floor of Middletown City Hall.
Oh, you're upstairs where you have been.
It's called the Penthouse Suites.
The penthouse. You're in the penthouse. Okay,
yeah,
well, I'll drop by sometime.
I'd love for you to.
Yeah.
Tom, do you want to go next?
I just want to let you know I'm in the penthouse right now. Got the fireplace behind me here, and good-looking women just running all over the place. So other than that, I mean, everything's going really well for what kind of junk we're going with. But as the Skipper says, he's been doing this stuff ever since he was 12. So he knows all about this, and he carries right on through.
John, would you like to go next?
Sure. So I'm John Miller with Internetic. We are based out of Middletown, across from the Kroger's here. Our company tries to make technology easier for you and your staff so you can focus on your work. We do through support and monitoring and business processes and continuous education.
You're on the other side of Shelbyville Road from Kroger's?
Yeah,
the strip center?
Used to be where the Wix was. We're in those the brick buildings.
Yeah.
Okay. Carrie, would you like to go next?
I'm Carrie Gerard, Executive Director at Eastern Area Community Ministries, and we provide supportive and emergency services to families experiencing economic crisis. And we have been hopping the past year with doing over $500,000 in emergency assistance for families since March 2020, which is about 450% increase over a normal year. And yeah, so we serve Middletown, the Westport Road corridor, all the way up through Prospect, so the whole northeast section of Louisville. And yeah, love being a part of the chamber. Love being a part of Middletown.
Would you
Is
like
your-
to plug your
Is-
online auction?
Yeah, we would. April 10th, if you don't follow us on social media or get our e-news, we'd love for you to do that so that you'll know all about. I hope everybody's getting vaccinated and thinking about traveling. It's a travel auction. No scams here. It's all you pay us and you get your trip.
You're Carrie?
Carrie, yep.
And
And
also,
what's AMCA's address? I want to mail a check.
Yeah, we're at 9104 Westport Road and the zip is 40242.
and Carrie,
Thank you.
Carrie, did you all also say that you needed some things for your pantry, like diapers?
Well, we always need toilet paper and laundry detergent for our families. If just in case, little tidbit of things you may not know, food stamps only purchase food. And so no soap, no detergent, no laundry, no toiletries. So our families who come in are always super, super excited to have those items available. And I always say it's a great team building for your staff. Ask them to bring in toilet paper and then make them create, some kind of monument or, construction with your toilet paper and make it a team building event, and then just bring the toilet paper on over to us.
Carrie, how many years has we had EACM?
EACM incorporated as a community ministry in 1990, but there's been a food pantry at John Knox Presbyterian Church since, I think, 1976.
Thank you.
So almost 50 years.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a great group. Great group.
All right, Doug, would you like to go next?
Yes. Doug Mccoy with KLM Heating and Cooling. We're relatively new to the Middletown Chamber, but hope to be more active and get to meet everybody. So whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial, we can take care of your HVAC and refrigeration needs. And preventive maintenance, service, installation, we take care of all that.
Great. Chris, I'm going to let you bring it home.
Okay, thank you. Chris Mattingly with Personalized Merchant Services, LLC. And I provide a lot of different services for small to medium-sized businesses, such as credit card processing, business lending, payroll. And then I also work in the health field too. I work with St. Jude's Lab out of Maryland, helping to provide lab testing. And we actually were the ones that set you guys up for the COVID testing thing that you had yesterday. And I was going to ask you, Laura, how many people did you end up having? Because I saw your post when the first person came in, but that's the only thing I saw.
We had a total of 4 that came.
Oh my.
But what we're wanting to do is maybe do it again in about 3 weeks, because their thoughts are maybe with spring break getting ready to happen, there might be some surges. And that also gives us more time to advertise and put flyers up around Middletown and so forth and so on. But very well organized. And I want to thank Tom's wife, Diane Abbott, who is still a licensed nurse. And so she was able to be there with us and oversee the testing and sign the appropriate paperwork. And we got everything FedExed off last night. Hopefully we'll have their COVID test results back later today.
Well,
So,
there we go. That sounds great. Well,
yeah.
I wish there would have been a lot more people there, but maybe you guys can get that worked out. And you might want to reach out to some of the other chambers and see if they would promote that with you, since they're the only one in the area that's actually doing that.
Yeah.
They may be very interested in doing it.
Yeah. I also want to mention, for those of you, I know Doug was there, and Tom this morning, the ribbon cutting for one of our brand new businesses here in Middletown called Crumble Cookies. Wonderful place. It's right up there by Nothing Bundt Cakes, up by Feeder Supply. I'm going to tell you, these cookies are about that big.
Well, they ain't good,
About
Doug.
that thick. And you can get them iced or no iced. So I brought back a little 4-piece sampler. It was a raspberry cheesecake cookie, a chocolate chip cookie, and a chilled sugar cookie with strawberry icing. I had to have a bite of that, and it was awesome. They're having free cookie day tomorrow. If you go by there, you get a free cookie. And there's not one of them I wouldn't want to try. But go support them. Like I said, they're one of our newest Middletown businesses that have just opened up. And I know Doug got some cookies. He was going to take them home. And they sell them individually in these little boxes and 4-packs and 12-pack. I mean, it's really a cool place. So go check them out. Okay.
Delicious.
Real
Yes.
good.
Which one did you have?
Me, chocolate chip is the one I went with. I can't go wrong with that one, but
And it's not too overwhelming when you go in. I mean, it's like they just have certain ones that you get to choose from. Very quick checkout process. Sometimes you do have to wait for your cookies because they're making them on the spot. You can sit there and watch them make the cookies. It's kind of like a Krispy Kreme. And with the box that I got still had hot cookies because I could feel the heat coming off the bottom of the box. Cold glass of milk, I'm telling you. Yeah.
that's all I was missing.
Yeah. So anyway, anybody else have any questions or comments that they want to make? We'll be looking for getting ready to send out some information about our golf scramble that we did not get to host last year. So we're going to be doing one this year, May 10th, Lake Forest Country Club. So if you would like to put a team together, you'd like to be a sponsor a hole, you can set up at the hole you sponsor. You can have a game at your sponsored hole and talk to the golfers, and you'll get to talk to all the teams. And then if you want to help promote your business, do a little fundraiser at the hole, that's a great way to, support your business that way. So with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go about 10 minutes early. And if you're just itching to get back to that ball game, does anybody know what the score is right now? Must not have any UK fans on the screen. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all so much. Rihanna, I want to say thank you for speaking. And I'm happy to
Yeah,
see
thank you very much.
you guys.
Very informational.
Thank
And
you.
we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.